y'all. Hey, we're back out in the deer woods. I guess it's the hog woods now. Deer season's over. Pretty nice night, but the moon is already set. So it's going to be dark tonight. But we got our little night fox binoculars. If we see something, we'll try and get those up on it. There's about 3 nice big boars. We got the snake-bit hog with the bad ankle. We got the left notch ear. We got the blind in the right eye hog. And then there's one that just, there's nothing special about him. He's a big hog, but he doesn't have any branded marks or anything. So anyway, we got here just at sunset. So we got about 30 minutes. It's going to be totally dark out here. But anyway, the wind's stronger than we would like, but that's the way it is in the spring. So we got the 308 out here, American 165 grain, I believe it is, from Hornaday. So anyway, we got the ATN, and we should be able to see good at night. So we threw a little corn out in front of a camera. Hopefully he'll come to that. We'll get some close-up video of our shot. If that doesn't happen, he'll go in the pen, and we'll come back in the morning and show him on the hoof, hopefully. So anyway, stick around. Hopefully we'll have something to show you. I had bumped my scope, so I wanted to make sure it was still shooting right. So I set the target up at really just 90 feet, 30 yards, and took a shot. And sure enough, I hit the little black dot right in the middle. And tell them how close they got to get before we can see them. Yeah, the hogs are, oftentimes they'll come out just on the far side of the pen right there by the gate. There's a little trail. And there's another one on the back side. And when the hog first showed up, he was looking at the light up in the blind. I guess he hadn't seen that before, so he was giving me a pretty good shot right between the eyes, and I was tempted. But I've had trouble shooting coons between the eyes before, so I decided I'd wait for a little broadside shot. So I was going to just try and go for the neck shot or a shoulder shot. It took a little while for him to get broadside to me where I thought I had a good neck shot on him, and I steadied the crosshairs in on him, but man, I mean, just as I was pulling the trigger, he took a right step, and I hit him further back. Instead of the neck, I hit him right at the front part of the shoulder, but I must have caught his vertebrae or something, because man, it just dropped him right straight down.
We came out here last night and got this hog. It was windy and dark, but we just really felt like that we could have get him. Now, I'm going to have to yell at you a little bit because it's really windy, but that's not about 10 o'clock we got this hog. And he came out early, went back in the woods, and we waited and waited, and finally he come out. Now, this is a big hog. You don't see too many. We kill about 1 hog a year this size. He weighs about 240 pounds. Anytime you get a hog between 250, now you hear about 300-pound hogs, but maybe that's once or twice in a lifetime in this part of the country that you get one over 250 pounds. But you can see how deep his body is. He took a 308 slug right in between his shoulder and his neck, and I don't think it even went hardly halfway through. And he either broke his neck or broke his spine. He dropped down right in his tracks. But this old hog, he was a herd bull, I tell you. He'd been in a lot of fights. He had big teeth, and
Got a split ear even.
oh yeah, that comes from fighting other boars. Surely for sure. And but this animal right here is tremendously strong. You can tell when you see something like that, prints in the mud. Now I'm thinking, see, his feet were so big that these stopped growing because they're up off the ground. If something like that will hit you, both legs gonna be broken. animal like this can kill you.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good cutters on him.
He probably fathered hundreds and hundreds of young in his lifetime. I don't really know how old he would be, but I would think it would be maybe 6 years plus, maybe. I'm not sure.
That sounds about right. But he's in good shape.
Yeah, he's not lacking for anything.
And he had some kind of strange tuft of hair kind of back on his back haunch there that would stick up. Well, that's how we identified this particular hog. Is he was always a good dresser.
Yeah.
Real clean, didn't have a lot of mud on him usually, and then he just had that kind of tuft of hair.
You know, Jim, I don't think he was really actively breeding at this time right now, because he doesn't stink. And I've smelled him before where you could tell, you could smell him 50 yards away.
Well, I'm not eating him. You can if you want to.
No, I don't have good enough teeth anymore.